Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and welcome to this live trading webinar. I hope everyone has a great time so far. For those who join us for first time, my name is Theo, and here at Admirals, we put together this live trading just for you guys to make sure you are informed about the market, about technical analysis, about what news can possibly affect your trading for the day and for the week. So let me share the screen. Good morning, Phil, Raquel. Is it something with my connection, guys? Because I changed an office today, and that's why maybe the internet is not that stable. If you kindly give me 1 second to check this out, because few people from the Zoom comment about the sound. Just bear with me 1 sec. Okay, I hope will be better now. So good morning, guys. Hello. Morning team New Zealand, etc. Being falling through the night, and USD JPY trying to push up. Definitely, guys. Guys, please, I would like you to understand that when I mention every single week, please refer to the weekly podcast, and please engage with the Instagram channel. It's because first on the podcast, I summarize the news and the possible scenarios if there is something that can play out within the trading activity, okay? But during the week, the reason I do the 30 minutes market updates, it's simply because things change fast in Forex market. So when we have some news events on from the beginning of the week, when we do some analysis, but it comes on Wednesday and we see some fundamentals, they change based on compared to the forecast. Due to this reason, we have a market update, and I can give you some possible scenarios that maybe they deviated from what we mentioned on the podcast. Okay, because we based on forecast and consensus, and then if the outcomes they deviate from the forecast, then definitely the market will react differently. On the other hand, if the market confirm and move with the if the price does not move along with the forecast, then again we have a different scenario. So about the inflation in the US, it was a bit weird what happened based on what we read on the news. And that's why if you have listened to the 30-second the market update on Wednesday or yesterday when the team uploaded, then you could be well informed about what's next yet to come, let's say. So allow me to share the screen with the premium analytics. Before that, I will make sure that everyone follows our Admirals page on the Instagram. You could listen to the last market in 30 seconds here. We put it also on the story. And something to mention you, because the time comes, and on February the 23rd, so I think it's next Thursday, or Wednesday or Thursday, I will be interviewing Steve Nisson. The reason we trade candlestick, it's because we learn from his books, and I couldn't give a better title, like the father of the candlestick chartings. Okay, as I've done an interview with Anna Cooling last month, so now we have in 6 days, we have Steve Nisson here at Admirals. Please make sure everybody guys register. For those who listen to the YouTube, for those who are going to listen to the recording, please make sure, do that as a favor to yourself, and come here to listen in 1 hour interview from Steve Nisson himself about the candlestick. Okay, and trust me, the questions I'm going to ask, it's going to be every single question, it's going to address a concern of every trader. Okay, so let's move on. Premium analytics, let's read the news for the day. Today's top headlines: U.S. households a lifting economy after being stung by inflation last year. So here it says layoffs remain historically low last week, while supplier prices increased in the year through January by 6%, faster than expected, but down from 6.5% in December, the Labor Department said Thursday. Then privacy, that gives some that gives us the impression of their recent enthusiasm with the U.S. economy. Okay, and when there is an optimism in an economy, most likely the currency, it just gets appreciated, right? Privacy regulators step up oversight of ALUs in Europe. NATO pledges earthquake aid to Turkey. Nest says less after raising prices, moves to drop some unpopular lines. YouTube CEO Susan is stepping down after nearly a decade in the role. Microsoft defends new Bing, says AL chatbot upgrade is work in progress. And okay, that's it. So, any trading activity yesterday, guys, during the New York session or during the London session? Please let me know. I would like to start, as usual, with the currencies. So first, it's the pound. Pound against the dollar. I have some positions, took them from yesterday, as I explained, with the ATR. If you have any questions about how to use the ATR, please refer to the yesterday's webinar. So we are still bearish. We are entering in this zone of support. Although I would like to take, now I'm on 3-to-1 target, but I would like to see in the London session if we came right at the bottom. I'm going to monitor some lower time frame. If maybe I'm going to just move my take profits just a little bit higher when we're going to enter this 4-hour zone. So I will see what can happen here. If you want, I can update you later on the Telegram channel. But really, this is bearish again. Should we aggressive buy or should we keep selling? Maybe right now it's not the right pair. The euro looks like it breaks below this support. The euro has more room to fall to the downside. If I was trading intraday today, remember first, what did we explain about all these candles here? The middle of the candle can act, the long candle can act as resistance in a downtrend. That's the 5-minute charts. Back to the daily. If we go down into a lower time frames, most likely, if this is not going to be a false breakout, most likely we can see some continuation to the downside. So far is strength on the dollar and weakness on the rest. USD against the Swiss franc. Finally, we are breaking above these highs, and let's hope the market is going to push higher so it can keep traders satisfied with some trading activities here. If we draw a trend line, that's 1 hour trend line. And if the price, we can apply some trend continuation strategy, actually the trend continuation strategy. So what do we have here? We have the area 50 and 61.8%. It's this one here. So retracement in this area can be used for longs, but for traders, they see this as the origin of this move. Then we apply FIB from here to there, to the top. And there is another area that's the 50 and 61, it's here. So what can we do? We can just take the cluster of these two, and it's this zone here. And now we can get rid of this 2 FIB, because guys, in technical analysis, there is no black and white, as I explained multiple times. Some traders, they see this swing, that's one swing. Some others, they see there's 2 swings here. So we can take the possible retracement area of this impulse and the possible retracement area of this impulse, and we can find their connection. So it's around this area. It aligns perfectly. If you look at the left, it aligns perfectly with the previous resistance. So that's a nice area to keep an eye on that for intraday trading. Definitely, if the price is going to come off the way here and dip down, we can look for reversal price action, and we can take some trades to the upside. Excuse me, Australian dollar against the US dollar pushes downward. Here we have this order block, here another order block. So this is a strong demand area. This is a strong area, can possibly hold some buy limit orders for now. If it's in your trading plan to buy with a stop losses below here, if you believe we have reversals. Some more clarities came actually to the Kiwi early this morning. Let's mark the area of support. It's this one here. We still have some room if we go down to the lower time frames. And remember how I explained you to interpret the higher time frames and the lower time frames in your trading. We don't, there are 2 ways, two approaches. The first approach is to do time frame correlation. I have a webinar on YouTube about that, and maybe there are 2 webinars I've done, and I explain how can you use the higher time frame to enter on the lower time frame. And the second approach is we understand where is the force from the higher time frame, like the daily chart is bearish, and we go to the lower time frame and we trade the cycles or the momentum of the lower time frame. I repeat that. We don't, this is different from the time frame correlation. Time frame correlation, let's say my daily resistance is here, and I wait for a 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes candlestick to come and reverse on this area and take the trade at this area from the daily chart. But to trade the momentum of the daily chart using the lower time frame. If we have for example, here we have a higher high on the lower time frame, but the daily chart with lower highs and lower lows. So what can we do here? Either we sell with a sell stop here. If the price is going to come and take this area, we expect to continue to the downside. But for more consecutive trading activity is we wait for the market to create a new lower low like this one here on our execute time frame, and in the retracement we find a way to enter the market. So these are the two approaches. USD CAD, so this zone act as a very good zone of support. The market now is trying to pass through the resistance and penetrate. The USD against the Japanese yen. Sorry, before we were talking about the USD against the Swiss franc, not the Japanese yen. It was my mistake. Now we are at the Japanese yen and it's trying to make its way higher. As for the rest, it looks like it looks like that the Japanese yen is weakened. That's why the rest we see they push to the upside. I think I do have a trade here, the pound against the Australian dollar, or no, I got stopped out. I had a trade here yesterday with very aggressive stop loss, so I got stopped out here around this area. That's okay. Still a few trades, pound against the US dollar. And gas is trying to resume the downtrend. Maybe we have this level of support. I don't know if it's going to break. Silver and gold, definitely they push lower. Bitcoin, we have this explode to the upside. Yesterday it went over $25,000 and it's coming back. Euro against the Canadian dollar. You see, we marked this area of resistance here, and it's been almost a week. The market is getting rejected at this point. But here it's how can you identify a false signal. Let's say until this point here, let me zoom out a bit. I will cover this, and then we're going to have a look at the indices. So, very healthy move from the sellers. They broke aggressively the support. We are waiting for the price to come here to enter. And let's say we have a limit order here. We execute and we have our stop loss, let's say 50, 60 pips. It must be somewhere here. So we are still in the trade. The market, it's in attempt to push lower. The buyers here, they stepped in and they came here with this double top. Now, at this point here, and that's where traders have to pay attention. Guys, at this point here, we see the market makes a higher high. So we have to understand that as the sellers didn't came aggressively to sell, like they came from here, this level, like they came at this level, like they came at this level, it means we have to be like they came at this level. We have to question this selling pressure. Is it strong selling pressure? It's been three sessions in a row. So if all these sellers, they were keen to keep selling, why did they stop here? And they allow the buyers to take over. So at this point, we should be suspective and scratch the trade, because that's a false signal. Let's say we stay in the trade and we see this candle here. We use the hope emotion and we say, okay, we're gonna wait for a bit more time. But in this second attempt, the market didn't follow through to keep falling down. And we see this bullish engulfing. And it created this kind of intraday support. So again, that will be another signal to say, hey, this market is not pushing lower. So you guys need to pay attention to this approach. And the reason traders, they don't pay attention really to this approach, it's because they are monitoring 20, 30, 40 currency pairs, indices, stocks, maybe different assets. So they don't have the patience, or they don't pay attention to the market's behavior and the market's character. All right. I hope it makes sense. Okay. And you learn a lot from this. Let's check the indices. Guys, any questions so far? No questions? If you have questions, please let me know. Daily chart, the US dollar is approaching the 200 moving average, but really there is room until the market is going to move to the moving average. So maybe on the euro, on the pound, we can see some more sell-off during the London session. I believe it can come during the London session. DAX, daily chart. Daily chart, this candle here. Let me just delete all this stuff. So we had this nice dodgy candle here, double top at resistance, a resistance area, hold, and we see the price is moved to the downside. Although we have this area of support here, and then we have this area of support here. So we have two areas of support. Let's check our indicator. Admirals pivot properties. We are still on the 4 hours, so it's fine. So I don't like this. Why the market make this candle here now? So we're going to have one more, so we're going to be somewhere like here. So that's the high, that's the low. My goodness, that's 40 pips. High, low. Let's see if we're going to come all the way here. I'm going to put a buy stop order at this point, but I have to wait for the next 5-minute candle to open. I'll put a buy stop here. Here it's the R1, and we can go for 12 pips on this move. Then next area of resistance, it's somewhere here before the R2. I would like to mark it on the chart. So it's this one. HV, did you check the Nasdaq for today? Another one on the free fall. Nasdaq also have some room to move to the downside. S&P 500, of course, nice bearish engulfing. I love this. Intraday traders, keep an eye on the S&P 500. It's a nice one. No, that's the pound. Dow Jones, so it's in this area here. Nasdaq still have some room to move really to the downside. That's not relevant for here. Let's move this. But FTSE, we didn't check the FTSE. Another good one, it's the FTSE. If we're going to break below this support, that was the yesterday's low. So if we break below that support, I can see this market here, easy at this area. DAX, it's selling aggressively. So here is the moment that traders they get caught by emotions. So guys, this market here has a strong support on the way. Do you see this support here, this area from the daily chart? That's a daily supporter. The market, we expect to have a break below this support area. Okay. Now, what did we say all these times about support? When we are on support, we are looking to buy, not to sell. Okay. But our strategy now, it says to sell. So here the traders, they are faced with a dilemma. We don't want to miss out on our strategy because our strategy has a probabilistic outcome. So yeah, anything can happen, but there is an outcome on this. But on the other hand, we don't want to get caught in a false break, right? Yes, Karim. Are you trading breakout? Yes, trading less pairs bring less stress. Absolutely, concentrate. You lost on Nasdaq. It was weird. Same question. Why? Good thinking and analysis. Thank you, Darshan. Now, if we want to play our strategy at this point, acknowledge the fact that we have a support. We want to sell on support. If, for example, if you see, I usually trade with 5 lots here on the Nasdaq, on the DAX, but today I'm going to put less than the normal risk if I will go for a sale. So if I want to sell here, I will put sell stop with 2, but if I want to buy this one, okay, I will go with my full risk because it's not at a resistant area that can affect so much my trading before it reaches the target. And that's what I'm going to do. So, yes, higher probability is the market to continue falling to the downside. That's a high probability based on the daily chart. But because we are trying to scalp into the market, we have to, let's say, respect our knowledge about important aspects of trading, that support and resistance concept. And if we have to decide, based on the logic and not based on emotions. All right. If we're going to have a losing trade, let it be. It's one loss, but we understand that because we want to sell on support, we will make sure that, at least that's how I trade, I make sure that I have less risk. See you in Greece, Theo, next week. Janice, I'm based in Cyprus. If you are in Cyprus, just feel free. You reach me out. That's fine. Now we are waiting. Now the market open. We will see what is going to happen. That triggered, we will see if it's going to. So let's check how many pips. 8 pips. S2 didn't close. We will wait and see. We hope it's not going to be a false breakout. Okay, so guys, we are over 10 pips. We are over 10 pips. 16 pips. Up. 7. We went all the way to 17 pips, but I wasn't that fast to close the trade. What to do? Hopefully it's not gonna false break out and it's gonna give us the 10 pips so we can close the trade. Okay, guys, that was oh my God, where is it? Okay, close the trade. I close it. That was enough for me, almost 20 pips on scalping again. I think we had a great session. HV, that's a great question. How do you suppress your emotions? You said you cannot do that. Guys, the market is falling aggressively, and at some point it's gonna reverse. So please make sure you secure some profits, okay? Don't let the market take out your profits. We're gonna trade every single day, okay? Just find the best area that you're gonna take your profits. If you are short on the DAX, we are on the 34 pips. We are going 38. Please make sure you reward yourself, all right? I'm very aggressive when it comes to take the profits, especially on scalping, because why do we spend our times in front of the charts, all right? So, back to your question, HV, it's easy to suppress your emotion. First, it's going to come with experience, okay? And at some point, when you have, let's say, a burning desire to make a good outcome on something, you're gonna put yourself in a frame like, okay, I decided I'm gonna trade this. I'm gonna stick to that with all the cost, and I'm gonna give it some time. So you see, guys, when I get into any trades, I do it live in front of you. When I get into any trades, it is okay. We do the analysis, and it is okay if it's gonna lose. It's okay. But when I see my profits, especially we set a target that it's gonna be 6 to 10 pips. Today we took 20 pips. There are traders, I'm sure there are traders who are watching us live, and they enter this trade, they are on 40 pips and they didn't do anything. And most likely these traders, they add it on the trade here, let's say, on this break, on the 1 minute candle, another 26 pips, so doubling the trade, and they didn't even took anything out of the trade. Now they are on 1 minute chart, they see this bullish engulfing, this bullish hammer here, and they are thinking, oh my God, I'm losing, I'm going to scratch the trade. Now, should I open a buy trade now? Oh my God, it's moving up, it's a buy. And then they buy here and the market is falling down. Why? Because they don't understand what the market is doing. Guys, what the market is doing, is it trading up or is it trading lower now? We have a few more minutes, and it's a, guys, when I used to coaching actively, trust me, I was charging a lot. You have everything for free here, and we are live in the market. You see the market is moving in a direction, and it's a good way to use my experience and my skills so you can fix today some emotional part of your trading. Okay, so this market is going up or down? Can someone answer, please? If you are still here and you are not making a coffee or something. Yeah, you see, HB, you have uncertainty, and it's all right. When we have uncertainty, it's all right. But trust me, guys, what I just explained from this point here, and then from this point here, it's where traders, they really get stuffed. Now, the reason to stay vigorously and not deviate from your plan, it's simply when you say, I'm going to do this and only this, and I will do it. Like the way we trade. All these days we trade the DAX here. I think we had only 2 losing trades, and that's because we closed it earlier. All right. But the market never took a stop loss on a protective area. We didn't experience a false breakout so far. Okay, a pullback, it's not a false breakout. So far, we didn't experience a false breakout. And the market, when it's moving in your direction, if you are not in a position to act fast and add 2 positions fast, add, and then the last positions, most likely always they are losing position. But because when the traders, the professional traders, they just aggressively add 2 positions and sell, when they see the first sign of reversal, they immediately scratch all the trades, and that's it. And they get the last trades, they are all losses. It's unavoidably, but they have many winners. Okay, so they cover the losses. But to do this, you need to see totally, you need to experience trading from a different aspect, not from an emotional perspective. And this example here, it's where traders, they get in a counter trend and they are waiting at the market, it's going to change direction. And that's never happened because we are in a downtrend. If we find a reversal pattern like a double top, a double bottom, and you trade here, but you acknowledge that now you are approaching a seller's area and say, okay, I'm going to buy here, but I would like to get out somewhere here, or I'm ready to take the loss if it appears. You see, guys, maybe that's your best session with me so far. Because no, actually, it's not your best session. I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay. So the market is falling down, right? And when you see this reversal here and you see this bullish candlestick, guess what? You are not sure if this is a downtrend. And that's why traders, they don't trade the downtrends, and they trade the retrace. They don't trade, the trend continuation, and they trade retracements, and they trade sideways market because they feel certainty. They don't have faith in their ability to stick to their opinion that, yes, this is a downtrend. A downtrend is turning into an uptrend only when the market takes the recent high. That's the only occasion that you say, I'm not sure what's happened now. But as long as you see lower highs and lower lows, guys, I have news for you. That's a downtrend. Okay, trust yourself, trust your ability as trader, regardless if you start trading for 1 day, for 1 month, for 1 year, for 10 years. We all have this habit to doubt our abilities to clarify what do we see in the charts. Okay, to get into the other side, it's when you say, okay, this is a downtrend, I'm willing to trade the downtrend. And if you identify this is an opportunity to buy, and the price action moves in your direction and you didn't bought, then you start feeling frustrated. We don't want to trade like this. Okay, I hope that word, it's Theodoros, not Theopolis Darshka. It's Theodoros. Okay, guys. No, Darsha, not yet. All right. So, sorry, Janice, enjoy your stay in Thessaloniki. It's a beautiful place. I used to study there for 4 years, and it's an adorable place. So, I think today is Friday, isn't it? Yeah, it's Friday. So I would like to wish everyone to have a great weekend. Enjoy, spend some time away from the charts. Okay. Don't overtrade unless you don't want. And I think I didn't put the disclaimers, so sorry for that. And let me share the screen, PowerPoint. Yep. So that's the disclaimer, just to make sure whatever I trade in front of you, it's based on the way I see the market and not any other way around. I don't give any personal or financial advices, neither myself or Admirals. And guys, again, happy trading if you're going to trade for the rest of the day. I wish you the best luck. And of course, enjoy your weekend. And I look forward to see you again on Monday at the same time. Thank you. Bye-bye.